Hi, thanks for checking out this video. I'm your Everyday Joe. Today I'm going to be making an easy pasta dish using my Ninja Foodi. I'm going to be making a 5-cheese tortellini in a creamy garlic butter sauce. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to need about a pound of 5-cheese tortellini, chicken broth, you can use a bouillon to make that, 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of butter, chopped green onion, pre-made pesto, or you can make your own, grated Parmesan Romano cheese, olive oil, Italian seasoning, crushed red pepper, and salt and pepper to taste. All right, so this is going to be a really quick meal to get together. Most pasta dishes are pretty easy to do. So because we're going to be using the Ninja Foodi, we're going to be pressure cooking the pasta. This is a frozen 5-cheese tortellini. If you want to get the drier one, again, not much different. You might have to add about a minute or two on the pressure cooking. We're only going to pressure cook for about a minute, and then we're going to release it. So I put the minced garlic already in the chicken broth, which I used this Better Than Bouillon to make. If you haven't tried that, you really should try it. It gives a whole different flavor to it as opposed to the liquid broth that you get. It's usually more watery. This has more condensed flavor. So I put the garlic in here already. I've already added the garlic to the broth. And that's about 2 cups worth of broth because we're going to make a sauce out of that afterwards. Okay, I'm going to add some of these onions, the white part of the green onions. And some of the greens too, why not? All right. And we're going to put the tortellini in it. Because you're pressure cooking, you really don't have to worry about too much if they're all submerged because this is a fresh pasta that's been frozen. It's going to cook pretty quick. So let's get this out of the way. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to this. Just to add a little bit more flavor to it. So next, we close it, close the lid, close the valve, put it on seal, turn the power on, select pressure cook high, and for time, we're going to go only about a minute, here, just enough to bring everything to a steam or a boil, and then we're going to continue sauteing it. I'll bring you back when we do that. So you want to make sure you do a quick release on here, which just open that valve after the minute is over and let the steam out. And just be careful when you open that lid. But I'll bring you back and I'll show you what the next steps are. All right, so I just let the pressure out here. I just moved the valve, got all the steam out. So we're going to open this up. It's only been about a minute, but it did take a few minutes to get up to temperature, only because the pasta was frozen. So that will take a few extra minutes, and that's why I only gave it the 1 minute. So let's give this a stir here. Make sure that everything is coated, and you can smell the garlic and the chicken broth. It smells awesome, awesome. All right, so now we're gonna get some more of the onion in there. We're gonna save some for the top afterwards. Next thing is some of this pre-made pesto. I'm just gonna grab a spoon here. Going to take about that much, maybe a teaspoon and a half, and we're going to stir that in. And that's just a pesto, pastine style basil pesto. Get that in there, and you can see the sauce is already thickening, which is great. That's all the starch is coming from the pasta. So we're going to give it about a tablespoon of butter, a little bit more olive oil. Okay, and then we're going to add some cheese, some grated cheese. This is, I bought the grated cheese separated, Parmesan and Romano already pre-grated. I kept one of these old containers and I just mixed it in myself. So we're going to put in maybe a couple of tablespoons, 2-3 tablespoons, whatever floats your boat. More is always better. So now we're just gonna turn the heat on here. And I'm gonna get the sear on, but I wanna make sure, put it on low. Put it on low. Because we don't wanna evaporate the liquid just yet. We just wanna make sure it's all melting together. Okay, while that's going, I'm gonna add just a little bit of hot pepper flakes, maybe a pinch or two. So just to get in it. Now you can add that into the liquid part. That'll work fine too. It's a matter of how spicy it's going to get while it cooks. So move that. Add some of my dried Italian herbs, which I had from my era garden. So, and I'm still growing some there. I just put in a new batch of basil, a few different types of basil. So this is the basil, parsley, mint blend, a little oregano in there. Salt I'm going to leave off, but I am going to add some black pepper. Yes, just a couple of turns. All right, and we're going to give that a turn, and you can see here how it's really getting creamy, and the cheese is going to really make that get creamy as the cheese melts. And let's just give it another minute or so. I just want to make sure that the tortellini are fully cooked. So look at that. I mean, nice and soft. So already cooked. Yep, perfect. Yeah, and it already tastes good. I mean, this Parmesan cheese in the pesto sauce. So there's enough salt in it. Lots of flavor already in it. All right. So and you don't want to let this cook for too long. You can keep it on low or even on warm, just so it stays warm. You don't overcook the pasta, otherwise it gets all mushy and falls apart. So I think we're pretty much ready here. So I'm going to clean up some of this stuff, and I'm going to plate it up, and we're going to give it a taste. All right. I gave myself a little bit of space here so we can stop plating up and eating this fabulous pasta. All right, so just give this a little stir here. Make sure we get all that goodness around, and it is very creamy, as you can see in here. So let's get rid of that. Take the spoon out here, and let's stop plating it up here. And you can see how creamy it actually got. I mean, you don't need to make an Alfredo sauce, and most people that I know aren't crazy about Alfredo to begin with. So this garlic butter sauce, fantastic, nice and light, sort of, but it's easy to make, as you can see. Okay, let's get it all in here. All right. Okay, we're gonna add some color, greenery to it, some chopped onions. If you have fresh basil or some parsley, throw that on top too, that'll work. Add a little bit more cheese to the top. Okay. Get the cheese on top. And a little bit more olive oil just to freshen it up a little bit. And there you have it. There's the 5 cheese tortellini in a creamy garlic butter sauce. So let's give this a taste and let you know how it is. All right, I'm just going to grab one of these. Oh, this is really good. You can taste the garlic because it's been kind of just stewing in there with the pressure and the bouillon. And if you do get a chance to use that better than bouillon, go ahead. I just picked up some garlic, better than bouillon, roasted garlic style. I'm dying to put that on some bread. A good way to serve this is maybe with some crusty bread and do it family style. Now that we're all kind of home and working remotely or whatever, family style dinners. I think it's time we should get back to that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy this recipe. Nice and quick for your foodie. Leave me some likes, some comments. If you have any questions or you'd like to add anything, just go ahead and put that in the comments section below. I'll leave some links down at the bottom in case you're interested in any of the accessories I use. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.